What is going on there, guys? We're back to do another video. Today I got to fish with a nice enough guy to invite me on his boat, and he really enjoyed the pattern that I tied. So therefore this is going to be the Zippy Deceiver. That's the name of it as of today. Pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty quick. You could knock these out really fast. Easy materials. Let's start with them. If you want, you could use lateral scales, micro flashabou. This stuff is what makes the fly. Super great. American hackle. Okay, get it from Whiting, from whoever you get it from. But this is the Whiting white large bucktail, fluorescent yellow bucktail, light pink bucktail. The hook we have in the vise is SA 270 blue water hook. The thread we're going to be using is Vivus 100 GSP. We're going to start off our thread and just coat the hook with some thread here. Bring it all the way into the bend here and create a little tiny ball here. This will let you keep your bucktail so it doesn't slide forward. Hit it up with some Zap-A-Gap just so everything binds to the hook just really quick. I already have everything pre-cut. The next time you're going to need the Zap-A-Gap is when you go all the way to the front of the fly. So set it aside where it's close. Super easy, I said, right? Take a little piece of bucktail. We're going to trim it just a bit. I'm going to place it right where the ball is. Boom. Just like that. We're going to just give it a quick little pinch. Just like that. Twist your tails. And then you're going to bring your thread in front of that bucktail, and as you going forward, get it tighter and tighter and tighter. I like to get it really tight to secure that bucktail. Now that you have that in there, take your American saddle. Okay, you want it nice and fairly long, but you don't want it too long, and you don't want too much fuzzy stuff, but you want enough fuzzy stuff. Make sure your tips are lined up. Once your tips are lined up, strip off the back. If you have a nail, use your nail, but flatten out the stems. If your stems start curving, that means they're flat. Take one feather and slap it on there. We go towards your side first. Bring it in. Nice loose wrap. Another loose wrap. And another loose wrap. Once we have that there, we'll position our feather. Boom. One more loose wrap and then we'll go tight. Try to keep the stem on the side of the hook shank. Bring it about halfway up the shank. Cut off the excess. Bring your thread all the way back where we started. And repeat the step. I'm going to start off loose, 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 loose off the thread, position it, set it up, and tight, 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 tight. They're about halfway. Cut her off. Make sure everything's lined up. Tighten it up and bring your thread all the way back where we started. I'm going to take 4 strands of that micro flashabou, and I'm going to place it right over the top as long as my tails, maybe slightly longer. 1, 2. Make sure they're in the center. Now get it tight and bring it about halfway from where your stems were. Split it, take 2 one way, take 2 the other way, and bring them towards the bottom like that. 1, 2. Same thing with this. 1, 2. That will give you a flash all the way around the fly. Once you have that, just go ahead and bring your thread right in front of your bucktail, and you're going to tie in another piece of bucktail. Short, not long. Once again, I'm going to cut off the edges, keep it straight. Put that right on there. 1, 2, 3. And now this one we're going to push down and then on the sides. We want it to go all the way around the hook. Down and all the way around the hook. Keep this pretty tight. Try to keep it even. Alright, boom. Very sparingly with your bucktail. Take your good old trusted empty pen. Push your fibers back. Grab them. Hold them down. Keep your thread where it is and spin it clockwise. Once you have it there, just go right over your bucktail. Just like that. Not too tight, not too loose, and just come in front of the bucktail. Okay, now when you're in front of it, just give it a little pull and you saw it raise up. So if I go back here, I'm going to go over and under, and then we're going to go over right here. See, right now it's not standing, and we're just going to give it a little pull and it stands up. Right there, we're just going to advance our thread to about halfway, right where you're finished, you're tying in your feathers. You're going to repeat the same step. Put it on. One, two. Push down, around. Once you have it, pull it tight. Check, make sure all your sides are covered. Make sure everything's flaring out. Give it a nice little tug. 1, 2. Take your pen. Get everything going. Put it in front, just like that. Once again, clockwise. And 1, 2, and then you're going to go in front of it this time again. And this time you're going to pull a little bit harder. When you have it here, you're going to take another 4 strands of your flashaboo, and you're going to go slightly shorter than you did with your last one. You're going to tie it in. 1, 2. This time you're going to take 1 down. And this one's going to go across. 1 down. And this one's going to go across. Pull them back. Get it nice and tight. You come across this bullet tie just a little bit soft and come across. There's the back of your fly and the middle of your fly. Now we're going to build the head. The head's going to be slightly different, so check it out because this is important. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this lime or fluorescent yellow, and I'm going to advance my thread to about halfway between where this is to the hook point. The reason is I like to crowd my hook eye in a way. I'll put this on. 1, 2. Hold your bobbin. Go all the way around with your fluorescent yellow. Make sure you get it nice and even around. When I do this, this spreads them out, and make sure everything goes nice and even. Give it a couple more turns. Boom. Take your pen. But before you do that, you're just gonna flare them back like that. Alright, once you're here and you have them back, you come back with your scissors, not straight on, but on an angle, just like this. And you're gonna just trim these up. Just like that. So you should have a little bit on the hook and then want some on the side. Put this back. When you bring it back, what you want to do here is you bring it back and you're going to pinch it with your index and your thumb as tight as you could possibly pinch it sideways. So you go on each side of the hook and you're pinching really hard. You're going like, you bring it back and you're pinching, so you have pressure here and pressure here. I'm going to build a little dam. And notice I'm going with my thread up and down. Okay, so now you have your little dam. If you got to make some adjustments here, you can make a little adjustments. This came out good. So there's that. We're going to hit it with some Zap-A-Gap here. The reason why I'm going to hit it here is because I have a ramp. I don't want anything to slide off. Once you have that secured, just advance your thread to there. Now I keep a spare paper towel around, and what I'm going to do here, there's a lot of Zap-A-Gap on there, so I'll take it and I'll kind of wipe it up. It'll be on the paper towel, it won't be on your fingers. Now I'm going to take my pink. I'm going to put my pink about the same height as I had my fluorescent yellow. So you're almost creating like a reverse bulkhead. 2. And then I'm going to come all the way around with this as well. Make sure you're nice and even. This is the most important one. So make sure you're nice and even to cover up any spots that you might have missed. Alright, we're going to give it one more pull to raise those fibers. If you notice, these fibers just stood up. 2. Okay, we're going to come back with the scissors, and this time we're just going to trim just a tiny bit. Still on that angle, not straight, on an angle, but we're just taking the tips off. You want that little bit of bulk on the front. There it is. Take your good old trusty pen, move these fibers back, just like that, and you're going to do the same thing. Pinch on the sides. Build your little dam. Once you have a decent dam built here, bring your thread down. Take your Zap-A-Gap, pull your thread out, coat your thread. This will help your fly to be more durable. It'll ensure that your thread doesn't come off. Pull it this way, lift your thread up, let that Zap-A-Gap come down, and now you're going to work your thread all the way up towards the bucktail, just like that. That's how you get those clean heads really close to the hook eye. Okay, we're going to put that on there. We're going to do another coat. Go a little less on the glue here. Same thing, just pull your thread out, put some more glue on there. And just come back up and then down. Once you're down, do a 3-turn whip finish. And then do a 4-turn whip finish, or vice versa. Super light, super easy. It fishes great, looks great. When it's wet, it's amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Hooked on the Fly is out of here. You guys have a good one, and keep those lines tight.